Israel has a lot of enemies, a lot of critics, but there are certain people that take a strong approach to criticizing Israel. And what's the main argument, the question I received, for the delegitimization of Israel? And it really starts with, well, first of all, that it's not the Jewish people's land, that it belongs to the Arabs that lived here, who identify as Palestinians. That's the main thrust, but also is how the start of the nation happened, how there were, in 1948, there were many, many Arabs living in what was to become the state of Israel, and they left and abandoned their homes and were not allowed back. A lot of people look at that and say, well, the Jews just stole the land from Arabs. But the truth is, it's not so simple. There's a lot of nuance and a lot of complexity to that question. The first is the recognition of the fact that the Arab countries that attacked this new state of Israel that had just declared its independence informed and ordered the Arabs living there to leave, and they did. Many and most of the 800,000 to 1 million Arabs, depending on whose figures you believe, that left Israel, left so because the Arab nations that were attacking told them they just wanted to come in and annihilate the Jewish people, and therefore they should leave their homes. It would only take a couple of days, then they could go back and not only take their homes, but their Jewish neighbors' homes as well. So they left willingly. A small amount left out of fear, and an even smaller amount left because the Jewish army ordered them out of their houses. Now, we could discuss the morality of that and what happened, but the basic fact remains that the Arabs that left, although they claim, and those critics of Israel claim that they were all ordered out, that there was a forced march out, is an untrue and libelous claim. The basic fact remains that today there are 2 million Arabs, over 20% of the Israeli population are Arab citizens of Israel. So there was no mass moving out, and the state of Israel is as legitimate, if not more legitimate, than most of the nations of the world.